Vanakkam, welcome, how are you? Let's begin our yoga class today with finding ourselves, stilling, gently sit in a comfortable seated posture. Inhale and exhale longer and deeper. Settling ourselves, bringing our hands in Anjali Mudra. Thanking yourself for being here. And let's begin and end sessions with an Om. Inhaling. Bringing our hands to the third eye, the seat of intuition between your eyebrows. Bringing the hands to the level of our heart, gently preparing your palms. And bring the warm palm to your closed eyelids for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently releasing the hands, opening your eyes. Morning, welcome. As you know, the only rule I tell for my students, you would have heard this 100 times, is injury-free practice, and especially if you are doing this online and looking at my video. So please take mindful corrections because it's impossible for me to understand where you are, who you are, and this ekalava, like we call this ekalava, where a guru is teaching without being there physically. The students takes ultimate responsibility. Yeah. And with that thought, let's begin the session with some neck yoga by bringing the chin to the chest, looking up, chin to the chest, looking up, chin to the chest, looking up. Open your mouth, open your jaw, frown your face, up, frown, up, and frown. Neck to neutral position, and we are going to twist our head to the right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Neck to neutral position, right ear to the right shoulder, center, left ear to the left shoulder, center, right to right, left to left, right, left, right, left. Next, light ear to the right shoulder. Gently give a stretch to the neck for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Center. Left ear to the left shoulder and gently give a stretch for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Neck to neutral position, and we are going to start the warming up of the body by interlocking your fingers, rotating your wrist from your strong hand to your weak hand and your weak hand to your strong hand. And we are going to make a gentle wave, warming up your wrist and adding the elbows, adding the shoulder in one direction. And we are going to go for the reverse direction. Interlocking your fingers, taking the spine out of its alignment, opening the scapula, and try to bring the hands behind your ears. Inhale, chin up. Exhale, chin comes down and hand comes down. One more time, taking the spine out of its alignment, opening the back muscles. Now bring the hands behind your ears. Inhale, chin up. Exhale, chin comes down and hand comes down. Elevation of your shoulder, depression, elevation, depression, elevation, depression, elevation, depression, elevate, depress, elevation, depression, elevation, and depression. Hands on your elbows to the side of your body, radial deviation and ulnar deviation for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Make a fist, and we are going to rotate your fist in one direction and counter direction. Fingers out and in. And we're going to open the elbow, pronation, supination. If you know me, I like to warm up all my body part, and especially now it's winter here, Indian style winter, as in Tamil Nadu style winter. So I feel that I need to warm up my body more than my normal, and we are going to warm up in one direction and counter direction. And we are going to extend the arms, opening your scapula, twist at the level of your waist and go for one direction, warming up your lower back of your spine, coming and going to the other side, sending the vision forward, unwinding yourself, going on all four from here. We are going to continue warming up our wrist by plunging gently forward and back. And counter direction. I'm not a very big fan of expert of lighting, so I'm just put all the lights that is available so that I thought that you might see me, because this is a beautiful decoration that I saw. So I'm just going to use it, and we are going to keep the palm up, down, and the other side, other hand. Now thumb out, palm in. You can do it one hand by one hand, or you can do it with both the hands, and we are going to gently warm up your wrist in one direction and counter direction. Bringing the palm in its original position, going on your fingertips, palms down. Again, I am doing this one hand by one hand. This is a very nice way to strengthen your fingers, strengthen your how do you call this, knuckles, yeah, and also good warm up for your wrist and elbow. Now bring the right hand like a fist, and we are going to rotate, roll the fist, so that we can open your side for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming in, and we go for the other side. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now bringing the hand, retraction, protraction, retract, protract, retraction, protraction, retract, protract, retraction, protraction. One more retract, one more protract, and we are going to go for inhale cat, exhale camel, inhale cat, exhale camel, inhale cat, exhale, inhale, and exhale, inhale, exhale. Right, left knee comes to the center to release your right leg out. Drop your foot, gently pulsate your heels, opening your calf muscles, opening your ankles, opening your toes. Now we are going to stretch the heel away so that we can, with a nice engaged mula bandha, looking gently in forward or looking down. 3, 2, and 1. Bring the shoulders on top of your wrist. Lift your leg, bend the leg, open the leg for warming up your thighs, warming up your knees, warming up your legs. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the leg to the center, protracted shoulder, open the leg to the side, and warming up your hips on one direction and counter direction for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now send the leg between your palms and gently pulsate, opening your thighs, opening your calf muscles. And push the hips back, straight, keep the leg straight, wriggle your leg, and try to bring the chin towards your knee. It's still in a warm-up position, so you may not be able to bring closer, and that's perfectly fine. For maybe if you do this in the evening, maybe you find it easier. It all depends upon where you are, and it is never about who you are. The who you are is the unchanging divine, and where we are de- reflects the evolution that we have with that soul. Three, two, and one. Bring the leg back. Push the hips forward. I'm planting my left palm down to release my right hand and open my right shoulder. Counter direction. And we bring shoulder to shoulder and low lunge twist for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop your vision. Bring this palm down. Send the leg back. Move your hips and pelvis in no particular order. Protracted shoulder, right leg down. Now I'm going to send the left leg out. Drop my toes. Open my calf muscles. And send the heel away. Open my calf muscles for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shoulders on top of your wrist. Lift the leg, bend the leg, straighten the leg. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the leg in, open the leg, and we are going to rotate your knee in one direction, counter direction, and bring the leg between your palms and start pulsating your legs for 8, 7, 6, 5, and especially if you are a corporate person, this is a very nice way for us to release our legs, release our hips, straighten the leg, bring the chin towards your knee or in the direction for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, halfway head up, slide the leg, push the hips forward, plant the right palm down, and open your left shoulder and counter direction. And low lunge twist for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop your knees, plant your palms, tuck your back toe, lift your back knee, and we are going to pulsate here for high lunge, preparatory high lunge for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now bring the left hand up, and we are going for high lunge twist for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop your vision. Plant the palm on the inside. Drop your back heel down. Square your front leg so that you are wide legged, flexing forward. Pulsate here. Open your lower back. Open your hips for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, halfway head up. Exhale, I'm going to send any leg out because I'm going to drop myself in Skandasana. Maybe my Skandasana here, or maybe I can go deeper because any case we are not going to stay there for a very long time. I'm going to warm up my legs by going from Skandasana, and you see that I'm using my hands and I keep my hips down. You can also use the hands and completely come for a standing and go for the other side, or without using hand you can also go both directions. Now plant the palms on the opposite side, bring the leg in line so that my left palm stays down and my right hand goes up, and I open my right shoulder and bring my high lunge twist on the right side for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop your palm. Again, walk, bring the square the right leg in. Again, flexing forward for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, halfway head up, hands on your hips, and gently coming up for wide leg stand. Toes can be gently in, heels can be out, and I'm going to open my upper body a bit. Where the warm-up stops, where the asana begins, that's a good question. Yeah, so I'm going to send my right leg out, hips parallel to the long edge of the mat. I am doing heel to heel or heel to midpoint, and I arrive in warrior 2 for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sending the vision, bringing the hands on your hips, bringing the leg wide leg standing, and we are going to send the other leg out. Keep the hips parallel, knee out, pinky toe off the foot, and push the big knuckle, lift the big toe, and see where is your foot, and opening your arms into warrior 2 on the other direction for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Windmill your arms, back leg goes on your toes, send the front leg back, drop your knee, chest chin, inhale cobra, keep your knees on, push your hips back, child pose. And this pose is available for you. I'm keeping my knees closer so that I work on my spine. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, halfway head up. Plant the palms, tuck your hips, lift your hips up and back. Down, first downward dog of this practice. Walk your dog. And walk your legs to the top of the mat. Legs can be together. Legs can be 10-15 centimeters, 5-6 inches wide. Grab the opposite elbow and keep flexing forward. And micro bend your knees, ragdoll yourself one vertebra at a time. And come to a standing position. And we are going to go for some sun salutations flow. Almost 20 minutes of warm up. Toes touching, heels touching. Inhale, arms up, arch back. Exhale, flex forward. Inhale, right leg back, opening your psoas, holding your breath. Other leg back into a plank. Exhale, knee, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot forward. Exhale, other foot forward. Inhale, arms up, arch back. Exhale, Samasthiti. Inhale, arms up, arch back. Exhale, flex forward. Inhale, left leg back, holding your breath. Other leg back. Exhale, Ashtanga Namaskar. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot forward. Exhale, other foot forward. Inhale, arms up, arch back. Exhale, Samasthiti. Inhale, arms up, arch back. Exhale, flex forward. Inhale, right leg back, holding your breath. Other leg back. Exhale, Ashtanga. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot forward. Exhale, other foot forward. Inhale, arms up, arch back. Exhale, Samasthiti. Inhale, arms up, arch back. Exhale, flex forward. Inhale, left leg back, holding your breath. Other leg back. Exhale, knee, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg forward. Exhale, other leg. Inhale, arms up, arch back. Exhale, Samasthiti. So we will do some modifications. I like to do modifications from classical consolidation, but we can also do with other asanas as well. Inhale, arms up, arch back. Exhale, flex forward. Inhale, right leg back. Drop your knee, opening your psoas and staying here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Walk your left leg to the outside edge of the mat. Bring both the hands in Ashwasanchalasana for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop your knees. Lift, lift, tuck your toes. Lift your knees. Drop your back heel down. Square your leg. And we are in wide-legged posture. And flexing forward. Inhale, halfway. Any one leg. And the other knee goes out, arriving into Skandasana. And we stay in Skandasana for 6. Opening my adductor muscles. I keep my toes up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. With using hand. Without using hand, we go to the other side for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Planting the palms, lifting your hips, and we are going in wide legged angle, and we are going to pulsate as much as possible. Inhale, halfway head up. Exhale, hands on your hips, gently coming up, wide angle posture. And from here, we are going to send the right leg out, keep the leg a 90 degree, and we are going to go for triangle pose. Hands on the side and slide. I always like to keep my hands on my shin and slide. I don't want to collapse my chest, so I go as deep that is available for me. If I can go really deeper, I go deeper, or I stay in a place of availability and comfort for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop your vision and windmill your arms, coming up, triangle pose, and bring this leg in, open the leg out, adjust your leg, adjust your hips so that you feel comfort. Mula bandha, sending the upper body, not collapsing the chest, staying there for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop your vision, coming up, front leg bend to 90 degree, windmill your arms, that is to come out of the posture, knee chest in, or Chaturanga Dandasana, upward facing dog, or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look between your thumbs, jump, walk, fly. Exhale, head down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, Samasthiti, left side. Inhale, arms up, arch back. Exhale, flex forward. To be in the camera, I'm changing the side. Left leg back. Staying here for opening your psoas, a very good way to open your psoas. And gently move the right leg to the outside edge. Bring both the hands to the inside, Ashwasanchalasana. Tuck your back toe, lift your back heel, drop the back foot down, square your hips and pulsate yourself. Inhale, halfway, any one side. We are going to go for Skandasana. I've done the other side, so I'm checking. In any case, I'm going to move 5 times. A very nice hip opening, very nice leg strengthening, and planting the palms in the center, lifting myself in, toes in, gentle heels out, and I pulsate. If see, this time I'm going to stand for a very bit of a time, so I see if I can try to bring the head towards the mat or in the direction for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, halfway. halfway head up. Exhale, and we are going to bring the hands on your hips, gently coming out. Adjust your leg so that you are arriving in a nice triangle posture. Now sending the right leg out, pelvis engaged. Now I'm going to go for triangle. This time I drop my back top hand onto my inner thigh and I continue opening my chest, bound triangle pose for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop your vision, bend the front leg to 90 degree, coming up, windmill your arms. Yeah, as much I like to do it, I realize that we have not done the other side. So I'm going to bring this leg in and I open the other leg out, keeping my pelvis engaged, keeping my hips squared, and I go for bound triangle on the other side for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop your vision, bend your front leg to 90 degree to unwind yourself. Vinyasa. Inhale up, exhale, downward facing dog. Jump, walk, fly. Exhale, head down. Inhale, arms up, arch back. Exhale, Samasthiti. Inhale, arms up, arch back. Exhale, flex forward. Inhale, right leg back, drop your knee. Walk your left leg to the outside, bring both palms in, and we are in Ashvasanchalasana twist. And from here, what I'm going to do is bring my left elbow to the back and I send my right hand and I'm going to go for binding modified airplane pose for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Plant the palms, squaring yourself, tuck your back toe, lift the back leg, drop your back heel in, squaring your hips. You are in extended wide angle pose. And this time I'll see if I can drop my head even more and I plant my palms. I wanted to go for, I adjust my mat so that I can go for headstand from here. If that is not possible, you always stand forward. Remember that going on headstand proves means nothing. Inhale, halfway head up. Exhale, hands on your hips. Square your legs, adjust your legs. My alignment is everywhere. And I'm putting this online. Imagine few years down the line, people are going to be like, hey, this yoga teacher is so bad. But that's the whole point. I'm not perfect. I'm not pretending to be perfect either. We are going to send the left leg out. I bend my leg 90 degree, keeping my body squared and parallel to the long edge of the mat. Warrior 2. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm sending the upper body alone and I'm going to go for extended side angle. If this is too much, keep on your thighs, or you can always go for the arms on the outside as well. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop your vision, coming up, warrior 2, and we are going to go for binding my warrior. Drop your vision, unwinding yourself, square this leg, square your hips. We are going to go for Skandasana one more time. We are going to start 7 times and then I needed to keep my left leg for 90 degree to the other side. So in between, I'm going to go for Skandasana. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming up, send the left leg out, keep the leg engaged, open your arm, bend the front leg 90-degree, warrior 2. So I am doing warrior 2 on the other side. And from here, either I go for extended side angle here or here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming up. Now I go for extending your top arm, bind, open my chest for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop your vision. Coming up, square your leg. Wide angle pose. We are going to bind our hand here, opening my chest, opening my heart, and gently flex forward for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, halfway, plant your palms, send the left leg forward, walk your palms to the left side, back leg goes on your toes, adjust your hands, send the front leg back, knee, chest, chin, inhale, cobra, exhale, downward facing dog, inhale, right foot forward, exhale, other foot forward, inhale, arms up, arch back, exhale, Samasthiti. To be in the camera, I'm going to change direction. Left leg, inhale, arms up, arch back, exhale, flex, left leg back. Now we are going to walk your left leg to the outside, pulsate, and we are going to go for Ashwasanchalasana for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tuck your back toe, lift your back heel, drop your heel, and we are going to flex forward at the level of your waist for 7. You're welcome to grab your big toes, adjust a bit more, elbow out, see if you can bring your head towards the mat. Don't open your leg too wider. So, let's see if this is available and possible for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, halfway head up. Exhale. Inhale and exhale, because I needed this breath. Maybe you don't need it. And coming up. And adjust your leg. Send your front leg. I'm going to bring the leg a bit more closer. Front right leg goes out. Warrior 2. I extend my arm, I bind my hand, and I straighten my leg. And I go for bound triangle pose for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the vision. Coming up, warrior 2. I square my leg and I go for 8 rounds of Khandasana. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming up, I send my left leg out, keep the pelvis squared, warrior 2. And I'm going to go in for bound triangle pose, bound angle pose, and then I straighten my front leg to arrive into bound triangle for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop your vision, bend the front leg to 90 degree, warrior 2, windmill your arms, Vinyasa, knee, chest, chin, inhale, cobra, exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot forward, other foot forward. Inhale, arms up, arch back. Exhale, Samasthiti. So these are all the different type of triangles that I tried to create today. And from here, we are going to the, we have done more wide angle posture, and we can try to find ourselves nice seated position, and then we try to cool down. That would be the rest of the class. And from here, before we do that, we do some balancing posture. Find yourself open, standing and open with hips, hands on your hips, lift your left leg, grab your left big toe, push your right foot in, ensure that feel the curves in place, and send the leg forward for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Send the vision forward, open the leg to the side for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the leg in, and we are going to bring the leg to the inner thigh. Should have normally we start with tree and extend, and why not the other side, or in my case dancing tree, and bring the leg in. Hands on your hips, left leg stays down, right leg goes up for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and we go for this side. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming in, bringing the leg to the inner thigh for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming up, releasing the leg, open the leg to the width of your mat. In my case, you can see I'm going to use this mat, so I will go for squatting down in Indian squat, Malasana. And from here, find yourself in a nice seated posture. Extend your arms, extend your legs. We are going to go for Paschimottanasana, sitting forward bend. Move your seated bones up. Inhale up, axial extension and flex forward. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Engage leg and keep flexing forward for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, halfway head up. Exhale, bend the right leg. Find your seated bones interlocking your fingers, and lift your hips up and straighten the leg for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend the leg at the level of the knee. Bring the foot to the inner crease of the opposite hand, gently opening your hips. Now bring the leg on top of the other leg. We are going to go for Ardha Gomukhasana, half cow, happy cow face. Whatever knee is up, I use the other hand to open my chest. And bring the hand in, interlocking your fingers, and we stay here for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently unwinding yourself, and bring the leg in to the inner thigh, and we are going to go for Janushirasasana. Different schools, different thought process. I like to keep my leg a bit more open, and then square my hips and flex forward on the top of the leg, and I'm not dropping my chin. I try to keep my chest as open as possible. Mula Bandha, and I stay here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, halfway head up. Opposite hand goes to the outside of your ankle and try to go a bit more deeper for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, halfway head up. Gently bring the leg in, and we are going to bring this leg in and both the legs in. I'm just a bit confused what I wanted to do, so that's a normal thing, because sometimes you just wanted to receive, and sometimes your I want this desire mind kicks in, and it's a conversation between these two. Open your leg, open your hips, and flex forward from the level of your waist. Inhale, halfway head up, bring the legs together, straighten the leg, releasing your hips, preparing for the other side. This is the confusion that I had. Bend the left leg, interlocking your fingers, find your seated bones, and pushing the leg and straighten the leg for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend the leg at the level of the knee. Bring the foot to the inner crease of the opposite hand and gently open your hips. And bring the leg on top of each other. Find your seated bones, and they are going to, whatever leg is up, opposite hand comes up for the Gomukhasana for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently unwinding yourself. Bring the leg to the inner thigh, opening your leg. Inhale, axial extension, flex forward from the level of your waist, and we stay here for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, halfway. Bring the opposite hand to the outside of your ankle and go a bit more deeper. You can see this side is not my side. Looks like I was able to go a bit more deeper on the other side. That only proves that we all needed to invest in ourselves so that this counterbalance can be adjusted and the union of yoga happens. And gently coming up, and we are going to extend both the legs, and we try to go for seated extend open wide angled seated wide angle forward fold pose. Do I know this in Sanskrit? Definitely no. And being coming from the southern part of India, our Sanskrit is evolving. In my Sanskrit especially is evolving, and it's kind of embarrassing for me sometimes that Westerners have more Sanskrit words than me. And what can I do? This is what it is, and we are gently flexing forward. I keep my toes up. I use my shoulder to widen my leg as much as possible until I can drop. I can grab my big toe, or I can keep holding my ankle or the outside edge of the foot. Staying there for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Flexing forward. Bring the leg in. Grab the back of your thigh. Find your seated bones. Toes touching, heels touching, knees touching. And we go for a few uh, uh, supported Navasana for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we are going to do the same but with opening leg. First we are going to grab both the legs, open one leg to the side, try to keep your back straight for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Seated wide angle posture. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now I wanted to open both my legs. Try to keep my back straight, as open as possible. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently bring the legs together. Drop your toes, find your seated bones. We are going to grab the outside edge of the foot, pointed toes, and see if we can straighten both the legs. I think, I don't really remember the name. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 1. And from here, I'm going to gently drop my hands, keep my heel in, and lifting my hips up, release my lower back, open my heart for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the vision down, straighten the leg, and I gently start my cooling down. Bridge pose. I'm going to do bridge pose. I'm going to go from bridge pose to shoulder stand, halasana, karnapidasana, makshayasana, and then I go for figure 4 stretches, twist, leg holds, and happy child and Anantabalasana and Shavasana. Yeah. You can do it in your own time. You have 10 minutes of free time. You do what is good for you. And we start with some nice bridge pose to cool down the body. Breathe. And I'm supporting my bridge today. You can also interlock your fingers, opening your chest a bit more to, and from here drop the foot, interlock your fingers, opening chest. Drop the knees to both the sides. Preparing yourself. I'm going a bit more faster. With my inversions, you can slow it down a bit. We go for figure 4 stretches. And the other side. Grab your big toe and gently straighten the toe towards the sky. Straightening of the other leg optional. Now drop the foot to the side and we stay here for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend the leg, bring the foot on the top of the thigh and go for a twist at the level of your waist for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently unwind yourself, and we go for the other side. And we go for the twist at the level of your waist. And we go for Ananta Balasana, happy child. Drop the foot, wide part of the foot meeting. Drop your knee, releasing your lower back, staying here. Now drop both the knees, releasing your hand, releasing your leg, arrive into Shavasana. I allow the nature to be our guide. Listen to the music that I'm gifted to have in Auroville. This experiment that we are part of. Auroville is an experiment. That means you are most of the times experimented on. So when you come here, be the white mice. When you come here only to be a scientist, as a mad scientist, Auroville expects an embodied research and experience. But when you come as both subject and a scientist, Auroville is generous. And the similar thing happens in life. We wanted to experiment on everyone else, but when we are experimented on, we get anger, we get frustrated. So I invite you to take this moment to see that in order for you to have a complete experience, allow yourself to be the subject, allow yourself to be the scientist. With that thought, bringing our hands in Anjali Mudra, prayer position in front of our heart, thanking ourselves for being here. And let's begin and end sessions with an Om. Inhaling. Bring your hands to the third eye, the seat of intuition between your eyebrows. Bringing the hands to the level of your heart, gently rub your palms and bring the warm palm to your closed eyelids for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Releasing the hands. Vanakkam. I hope you had enjoyed the class. Of course, please do subscribe, share, most importantly, practice. My intention is never to become the YouTube sensation, and but if one of you are able to enjoy 1 hour of your life, I feel that I had a big purpose in my life, and you are you, by being you and practicing, you may not be aware how many people you can bring into the health and wellness through yoga. And of course, there is the spiritual part of yoga, and that will come to you naturally as we start appreciating this harmony and beauty of a physical body. Yeah, and we always start there. And instead of preaching spirituality, I'm sure spirituality will flow through you when the vessel is ready. With that thought, I signing off. Nandri Vanakkam. This is Bala from Auroville, India. Thank you.